My name is Sheila Heffernan, and I am the chair of the Performing Arts program at Northfield Mount Hermon School. I've had the pleasure of being a colleague of Ron Smith's for 14 years and have watched him take a program that was just sort of fledgling and have it grow and blossom so that it is one of the premier programs we offer here at our school. Ron's work with the World Music Combo is innovative and it's really hard to find in almost any other high school in the country. Students come to this school. We have a population, an international student population that comprises about 26% of our student body. So we have students coming from all parts of the world, from Pacific Rim as well as Europe and Africa and South America. And in the World Music Combo, Ron has found a way to create an ensemble that allows them to come here and play their instruments so that they can pursue a passion and a love that they've started someplace else and continue it here to a high level, or just because they love it and want a chance to be able to play their instruments. They see themselves in his curriculum. He is not just a great teacher, but he's a lifelong learner, because for him, this wasn't something that was part of his education before he came to NMH. It's been a serious part since he came here. He's done a lot of professional development with it. Probably the most important learning he has done is from his students, where he empowers them to teach him about their countries and their musical traditions. For example, we had a wonderful woman, a young woman from Korea, who was a drummer and wanted to come and be able to continue her pursuit of that serious drumming that's done in Korea, the traditional drumming. We did not have the instruments to do it. We were given an amazing gift of drums from her family, and Ron immediately turned it into an opportunity for her to become a teacher, to teach us the tradition of the drumming as well as the actual way to do it, the rhythms. And then started to incorporate it in his world music percussion ensemble. And even though she's graduated, Korean drumming remains an important part of what we're doing here, so that when a new student from Korea comes, that student can see an opportunity to pursue that. The World Music Combo is not just something that's great for the kids who come here and want to continue to play their instruments from China or from India or from Turkey or from Japan or from Brazil, just some of the recent countries where students have come and brought instruments and played. But it is an important learning tool here in the school for our whole student body. They get to hear music that's not just Western. They get to hear music from all over the world. They get to see students who come from those countries excelling and playing those instruments. Ron takes the ensemble out to elementary schools. He takes it to nursing homes. It's become a part of our greater community as well. This on top of the fact that the jazz ensemble is thriving and doing amazing things as well, consistently getting great high scores at festivals outside that. Here's a story that will sum up, I think, the way Ron is able to empower and have an impact on the lives of his students. Several years ago, the World Music Percussion Ensemble had the opportunity to play at the White House, and we brought the ensemble down and they played for the holiday open house. We had a young man who was in his first year at the school. He played the tabla. When he came, I think he was trying to figure out how he would fit into this school and whether he would have a place or whether he would be considered strange. He did have serious experience with playing the tabla and wanted to continue pursuing that, and Ron made a space for him on the World Music Ensemble and started to learn about that aspect of it. So fast forward to playing at the White House. It's a holiday season, it's an open house. There are hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people going through the White House, listening to the music and looking at the Christmas tree and the decorations. And I watched a man walking down this hallway from one end of the hallway and started to hear music that was coming from around the corner where the World Music Ensemble was playing. The man was Indian, and he had with him two little boys, probably 4 and 5. And the hall was really crowded, but he heard music coming, and it was music that was native to his country. So he put the littlest boy up on his shoulders, and he picked the other one up, and he kept walking his way through this crowd to find the music. And he found it, and he wedged his way in and put the boys down in front of Sid, who was sitting down playing the tabla. And Sid looked up and saw the two boys there, Sid in his native Indian costume for playing the drums. And he looked at those two boys, and he smiled at them, and he nodded, and then he played his drums like he'd never had before, because he knew those two boys were seeing something of them and something of their country. And that's how Ron has empowered our students to find their voice and to feel free here in the United States to express who they are.